I ain't worried about that.
You ain't never been with a chick this bad. I ain't worried about the other girls that you had.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Bambi Alexis, and today I am back with another video. And as you can tell by the title, we are going to have a little girls talk today. So for all the guys that might watch my YouTube channel, you can still watch, because this topic of the girls talk is going to be something that both genders can relate to. It's going to be about how to get over your ex. The reason why I chose this topic is because I was like already looking at some videos already, and I saw this as a topic, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can talk about that. But it's not nothing that's like personally related to me now. It's just something that like we're gonna discuss, and I'm gonna give my opinion on, and then y'all can leave comments down below. Let me know what you think, if you agree, and so on and so forth. If you see me keep looking over here a couple times, it's because I like wrote down a list of bullet points that I want to talk about. So I just want to look at them like every once in a while to make sure that I hit every point that I want to say. But anyway, let's start with point number 1. Also, disclaimer, depending on like how your relationship ended to begin with, then there's going to be different steps. Like if your relationship was really toxic, like some stuff might not work as easily as if it was like a smooth ending breakup, but still these are steps that you should take that will help yourself to get over it. So anyway, step number one, and the most important, okay, this is the most important step, because if you do not do this, then you're not doing anything. The first step is to make sure that you actually want to get over this person. Like you don't plan on going back to them at all. You're just done. Like you are done with them. You're ready to get over them. You're ready to move on with your life. Like you're ready to actually put the effort into like not texting them, not calling them, nothing. Like you're just done. You have to have that step, obviously. Like you have to be mentally prepared to like go through everything to get over this person, or else it's not gonna work. Like if you're not mentally ready, you're not getting over them. I can tell you that right now. So make sure that you actually want to be done and want to get over them. Number 2, delete every single picture or video that can possibly be related to that person or like a memory of that person. If you feel like one video that like would give you a memory of that person but doesn't necessarily have them in the video, it's just a video that you want to keep for your sake to always remember stuff, that's fine. But if it reminds you of that person or will make you like go back and think about them to that time, I suggest deleting it. Because once you start going through your camera roll, and I know people do this like every once in a while, because sometimes I just randomly go through my camera roll to like look at the stuff that I have in there, delete stuff like for if it's unnecessary being in there, clear up storage, whatever. So, and I know like people also do that too. There's no way that y'all don't. So deleting the pictures can be really helpful, because if you don't have any visual image of like this person, it's going to be a lot easier to try to get them out your mind and a lot faster. Third one, delete the message thread. Now, the reason I said to delete the pictures before you delete the message thread is because, like I said, when you see a picture, you think of memories. It makes you want to like go back to that person and like communicate with them again. And pictures, I feel like pictures have a stronger meaning than like messages, because like you're more likely to scroll through your pictures than to just scroll all the way up through your messages, especially with somebody that you don't plan on communicating with anymore. So in my opinion, personally, the pictures is more important, and then the message thread is important. And when I say message thread, I just mean go in your messages and literally swipe and delete them out your messages. Like you don't have no more thread to go back and look at the memories, look at the pictures y'all sent to each other, look at like videos, songs, like whatever y'all sent to each other. You can't go back and look at that. You can't be like, oh, I remember when they sent me this and he was just like, no, you can't do that because the thread is gone. 4, delete the number. So the reason why pictures and message threads are above deleting the actual number is because if y'all are like me and like you're actually like you've been in this relationship for a minute, you memorize the number by now. Like you know the number by heart. So the reason why you delete the pictures first and the message thread first is because if there's nothing there to like resemble, to like show that person still, like to represent that person or make you think about the person, give you any memories of the person, you won't really be as tempted to text them if there's nothing to go back and look at. And then if the number's deleted, I mean, yeah, people still remember numbers. Like, I remember numbers very easily just because, like, my memory remembers stuff, like, very easily. I can remember, like, stuff that happened years ago and months ago, like they happen within the same time frame. It's really annoying sometimes, but it's also a good thing at the same time. But yeah, then delete the number, because even if you still remember it, at least it's out your phone. Like, you don't have to scroll through it. You'll never see the contact again. You won't see the name in your phone. Like, you won't see anything that pertains back to texting them or calling them or FaceTime or whatever it is. You won't see it there. So, like, you'll be less tempted to actually do it, because when you're lonely, especially during this coronavirus time, if you're just like lonely and have nothing to do, or you're bored and you don't talk to nobody else, you're going to be tempted to text them, especially if your thread's still there, especially if the number's still there, and especially if you still have like pictures and stuff together. You're definitely going to be tempted to text them. So delete the number, delete the pictures, delete the thread. Poof, gone. All that out the window. Number 5. Like I had said in the beginning, it really depends on how your relationship was. That this number 5 step would apply to you. If your relationship was toxic, then number 5 would be to block them on every social media, whether it's Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, like whatever you use that they can communicate to you on, or you can communicate to them on. Block them on it, especially if it was a toxic relationship, because toxic relationships tend to have a repeat of like breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup, especially if they still have a way to communicate with you. So block them on everything, so that all the communication, they can't even get to you because it's blocked. It's different when you just like unfollow them or something, because they can still send you a message if they want to, but blocking, they have no more access to you unless they like it was a really toxic and they like download a whole like text app or use somebody else's phone. So just block them completely. If it wasn't a toxic relationship, then you can just go ahead and regularly unfollow them on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that. It really depends on how much it depends on your tolerance of like not texting them is. Like, if you have a high tolerance and you can really be like, oh, it doesn't matter if I see anything of them, like I'm not going to text them, we're done, it's done, then you don't have to block them, because it doesn't bother you as much to see what they're doing or like see their page pop up or whatever. So you don't have to go to the extent to block them, but I would definitely unfollow, because you're gonna have that connection to you, unless y'all ended in like a okay, y'all both agree, cordial, like let's be friends type of way, then that's okay. Like, you made that decision to be friends, whatever, y'all can still follow each other. But if you're really trying to be done with this person and have no more communication, unfollowing them on every social media or blocking them is really gonna help. Because if they post something and y'all still follow each other, and then you see that they posted something, you're gonna be like, they posted something, should I watch it, should I read it, should I, like, you know, you're gonna really want to see what it is. And then it's like, once you click on it, you're gonna regret that you clicked on it, because now you're in their views. Like, for all that, you should just like unfollow them or block them, and you wouldn't even have had that predicament in the first place. Number 6, and I think that this is really like necessary too, is to tell all your friends, your family members, anybody that ever like saw y'all was together, knew y'all was together, or like you talked with them about your relationship. Tell them that it's done, and you do not want to hear that person's name no more. You don't want to hear nothing about them no more. You don't want to hear no questions about them, because, and I say this for a good reason, because you could be doing so well, like it could be like 2 weeks into you not speaking to them, and you could be doing so well, like not texting them, you unfollowed them or blocked them, whatever, their number's deleted, like you're not really thinking about them because you're trying to move on, and then your friend's like, oh, how's so and so, or have you talked to whatever, and you're just like, like, I was getting over him, and you wanna, what? Girl, like, it could really be 2 weeks later and they mention their name, and just because they mention their name, it makes you think about them again, which brings you back to the first stage that you were in within, like, the first few days or the first week or 2 weeks, however long it normally takes you to get over somebody that you really, really care about. So it's like hearing their name, it's kind of like a trigger. It makes you either really think about them, or really, really want to communicate with them or talk to them or whatever. or go on their page, look at anything. So tell all your family members, like, that name is like a curse word now. Don't say it. We don't say it. Don't say it no more. Don't say it around me. Matter of fact, don't say it at all, because you don't have no business saying it if I'm not saying it. If I'm not messing with that person, you have no business talking about them no more anyway. So tell them, like, cut the communication off, like, about that person. And next, which I think is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5. Alright, I think it's 7. This is really important. This is an important step. If you used to spend all your time, like either all your time or all your free time with this person, find a hobby to occupy yourself. Whether or not you were spending all day with them or a few hours or whatever, find a new hobby. Like, whether it's getting a new job, like learning how to do like how to cook, how to do hair, how to do makeup, like a new skill, learning how to do nails, whatever it may be. Find a hobby that's going to occupy your time, that's actually going to be fun to you, so that you're not even worried about, oh, I would have been doing this right now, or you're not bored just laying there like, oh man, I wish I was with so and so. Like, if you find something to occupy your time, I guarantee you won't even be thinking about that person, especially if you actually like what you're doing. You're not really going to be worried about what they're doing or what you would have been doing or whatever. You're going to be focused on that hobby that you found and the hobby that you're enjoying. So that is also a really important step to be able to move on and, like, continue on with your regular life. Okay. Lastly, this is last but not least. Okay, this is also very important. This is also a very important step. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, boo-boo. Focus on yourself, okay? This is the time not to be trying to go looking for another person to get in a relationship with, or looking for somebody to talk to, or somebody else to occupy your time. This is the time for you to focus on yourself, whether that's being like starting a skincare routine, getting your skin together, like keeping up with yourself, going to get yourself like mani-pedis, like spa days, going shopping, whatever. Because I know when you're in a relationship, you happen to spend like a lot of time and effort and money on your significant other, way more than you would for yourself. So it's very important that during this time you learn more about yourself and focus more on yourself. That way you won't be getting into any like little relationships that's going to waste your time or whatever. You'll be focused on yourself, and that will also help you in the long run, because when it is time for you to get another relationship and move on, you'll know so much about yourself and you'll respect yourself so much more, because you spent all that time focusing on yourself, that you're going to get in a relationship that's going to be right for you, that's going to benefit you, that's going to grow your mindset, everything that's going to help you, because you spent all that time focusing on yourself, getting to know yourself and respecting yourself so much more. It's going to be so much more stuff that you don't let slide, like everything. Don't go looking for anything. It will come to you when the time is right. Do not go out there trying to look for somebody to occupy your time, a new boyfriend, new girlfriend, whatever it may be. Don't do it, because I'm telling you, like, if you don't take that time to focus on yourself and you just try to hop back in another relationship, you will get back with anybody and they will either treat you way worse than the person you were with, or like it just won't be any better. Honestly, you have to know yourself first. You have to respect yourself first. You have to care for yourself first. You have to love yourself first, everything, before you can do that with anybody else, because the relationship is not going to be strong if you are not strong within yourself. But that's all the tips or advice or whatever, or the steps that I personally have. If y'all have anything else that you think would also be a good step, or if you have any commentary on the ones that I said, please let me know. I really want to hear like y'all opinions. Let me know in the comments down below, or like DM me, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever it may be, because I really want to hear your opinions. Whoa! Because I really want to hear your opinions, and I really want to know like what y'all think about the certain stuff that I've said, and the steps that I take. Like I said, because at one point I've had to go through these, like, this whole thing myself, like, as well. So it's always helpful. Like, everybody goes through stuff differently, but it's always helpful to have somebody that, like, been through it and is, like, helping you, like, oh, you can do this, you can try this, blah blah. It may not always work for you, but something is going to work. If you really want to get over this person, majority of the steps that I just said, if not all, are going to work for you, I promise you. And we're gonna have more girls talk all the time. Gonna have more, like, just talks in general. So let me know stuff that you would want to talk about, questions that you would want answered, advice that you would want given, anything. Okay, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. Please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, share with everybody you know, and as always, subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. And don't come for my nails. It's coronavirus.